All right, gang, today we have 5 cool moves that will make you be a cool kid on the dance floor in 2023. So we're gonna put these together in a little routine format, explain them. You're gonna be interested to find out that some of the cool moves that you'll see on the floor coming out of 2022 and into 2023 are actually rehashed, basic old moves done in a fresh way.
Hey guys, it's Miss Megan.
And Brian B, West Coast Swing Online. So we're gonna put these together in a little bit of a routine for you and explain some of the concepts. Let's look at it and then I'll tell you where I got these moves and why I think they're gonna be cool for the new year. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3. So if you look, there's technically only 4 moves, but the 5th concept is musicality, and if you keep them in this routine, I'll explain why that's gonna work really well. So first things first is actually based off of a basic whip with a single outside turn. So followers, what are you supposed to know about a single whip and with an outside turn?
Our footwork.
Gotta know your footwork, gotta be connected. So leaders, I just have to start to lead the whip with my right hand. Right? Then as she goes back together forward, I go to the other side of the slot, making sure she's forward on her right foot. I single outside turn and anchor step, transferring that foot back. So remember, the concepts of the whip are the same, right? On a basic whip, I'm on this side of the slot on the first 2 beats. On the over the head whip, I'm on this side of the slot on the first 2 beats. On a basic whip, I'm across the slot on the 4th beat, right? I'm across the slot on the 4th beat. So for the over the head whip, same concept, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I back up to this side of the slot. Now I lead the single outside turn, a 5, a 6, and 7, and 8 as I transfer back to my left hand. So that's the over the head whip. Now from here, we're gonna lead a little syncopation. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. So I need to get her to do a tap and step rather than a triple step. So normally she would come in and triple step, anchor step. I need to get her to tap. How am I gonna get her to tap? I'm gonna lighten this hand. By lighten this hand, I'm giving it a little turn up to tell her there's a tap. So if you've watched some of our other videos, sometimes I'll see if I can do that earlier in the dance, right? See if I can get her to tap step, 1, 2, a tap step. If I can get her to do that, then we can go tap and step, right? Now I'm leading this so she has her left side forward, my right side forward. As I turn my body around, I feed the left hand forward, and then whatever we want for our footwork. So what do you think about in this, Miss Megan?
To be honest, I am thinking about following. So I am always connected to this point here. So we have 1, 2, and it's telling me to turn, and that is telling me really to stay on this foot, so I'm going to tap.
Right, I'm not putting her on that foot, I'm tapping and stepping. Now I'm putting her on that foot. Now as I turn around, go ahead.
This is turning me around, and then from here is just an anchor step.
And officially, the neat thing about West Coast Swing is I can be telling you exactly when to turn with that hand. We also have the freedom to dance within our own bodies and turn at our own rates as long as we leave this still. So that's move number 2. Now from here, we have a basic sugar push that we use a little body roll double connection. So this actually comes off of how old things become new. Back in the day when West Coast Swing was faster, we used to dance this double connection. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We push back 5 and 6. And that was very common. If you look up like West Coast Swing in the 90s, you'll see a lot of that double connection. We're just gonna use it since the music is slower these days. We're gonna change the rhythm a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm actually not gonna step on this foot, so I can roll 5 and 6 to get back to that foot. So if we do that again, there's a bunch of different ways to can do this, but it's just an idea that I don't have to make my sugar push boring, and I don't have to do the old school double connect. I can use that kind of double connection to roll through. Cool, that's pattern number 3. Now we have pattern number 4, which is ducks. You're gonna see a lot of ducks, especially to the slow music. So this would not be a great pattern unless you're really good like Miss Megan to duck to a fast song. But this simple duck, walk, walk, where I get this hand ready, and then we duck. So let's do it from this side, and you can talk through the duck. Let me talk through the hands first, and Megan will talk through the duck. So walk, and I prep her. I get this hand up. I'm looking at my watch, so this is like a turn. I'm feeding my right hand to her, either her armpit or her tricep. Tricep gives her more space to get underneath. But what are you thinking about for the duck?
So followers, we have walk, walk. As they start to take this under, notice that I don't have to duck yet. I only have to duck when I actually go to that last step.
Cool? So if we put this all together, the fourth or fifth thing, 4 moves, is musicality. I'm gonna count this out in straight 8s. If you don't know what that is, I'll link a video here, you can download it, we'll explain. But we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, speaking of musicality, if you want a way to learn how to count the music, stay on time, predict music, and connect your patterns to music, you can grab our Ultimate Guide to Musicality. It's a step-by-step course walking you through that. Or if you just want to see Megan and my favorite moves, you can watch these videos right here and see Megan and my favorite West Coast Swing moves.